Conditions here today, poor. In Porlock, no less, for today's walk, which is a 7.29 walk, and it should take 4 hours 24 minutes. And that will be to Dunkery Beacon, the highest point in Somerset. Today I'm at Porlock Bay View campsite, and that's where I'll be setting off today's walk. So it's just a 1 trig bag rule. Oh, and I hear you say, well, Dennis, that doesn't meet the criteria. But today I'll be playing my joker. Never saw that coming. So I'm playing the joker here today because I'm obviously not meeting the 1 bag criteria rule, and I'm actually on a campsite. But it's a fairly tough walk today, up the highest point in Somerset. So yeah, time to play the joker. It's like it's a knockout, for those who remember that.
He's a real entertainer.
Right, let's get going. It's a weird weather day today. Lots of warm air being sucked in, and at the same time we're in the clouds. It's like a mizzler, but an absolutely gorgeous spot to camp. So today's walk will be out on Exmoor. Fantastic. With the elevation today of Somerset's largest hill, then maybe I'll get above the clouds and we'll get a viewpoint. But there is a danger today that there'll be no viewpoint, and actually we'll be stuck in the cloud. Some gorgeous views. That looks like a bit of a rainbow over there as well. Look at the light there. Amazing. Hopefully that end of the rainbow will park itself next to the van, and when I get back there'll be a pot of gold. So this is very much off the beaten track today. By the way, I have left Mrs Waywell in the camper van, remaining at base HQ for the Trig walk today. She'll be preparing the recovery schedule and routine for when I get back, and that will probably involve beer, wine and a barbecue. So one can't complain. Beautiful at the moment, yellow and lavender colours. Really nice. Don't expect I'll see that many people out and about today. Probably got a bit more sense than this northern idiot. Beautiful. One of these paths, I think, joins up with the Coleridge Way, and I think if you remember that from my Nether Stowey walk, if you were watching, that was where Coleridge, an older poet, took a younger poet on many walks across Somerset, the north of Somerset to Porlock, as it happens. Yeah, and I'm assured that there is definitely no plagiarism going on at all during that period. So at the fork of the fork in the path, I'm taking the right prong. Well, at least I hope it's the right prong. It's so warm, I'm gonna have to take my shirt off in a minute. It's weird weather, weird weather. I'm at a bit of a junction. My walk takes me off piste again, but I will be coming back this way along Granny's Ride. Don't know how that got its name, where I'm heading right down there where there's a fjord or a ford. It's a bridge, Weber's Post and Cloucham. Well, that's me. Let's get across here. Ooh, it's quite difficult. One tip when you're planning your route, make sure you pay attention to the elevation and look at the lines on the map. Trouble is, I plot it and think, time, can I do it in a certain time? How many miles is it? Whew. I'm not complaining. I've come from the other side of that hill and walk round down there and back up. Loads of flies around me, tons of them. It's like, they're not biters or anything. I think they're just the shit critter ones. Beautiful view, Porlock Bay over there in the distance. One thing I have noticed is, and my worst fear has now been seen, is that the Dunkery Beacon is on the cloud cover. Doesn't look like we'll get much of a viewpoint up there. I need to stand aside for the gentry. Oh yes, jolly nice. Nice Mercedes. There he goes. Show off. And having a, oh shit, that's slippy. So that little crossing there signifies the start of the hill. And actually it keeps going up now all the way to the beacon. Probably 2 miles. Not all going to be this steep, but still it's going to be quite a challenge. This is a challenging Trig Point without doubt. Maybe it'll be sunny at the top, you never know. So yeah, I'll just take my time and give the weather a chance to clear. But for now, this is just going to be a hard slog. Coming up to the 380 metres of the 519 that I'm doing today. Oh, I can feel the breeze now. You have got to be careful here, is that it is in the cloud, and actually it's easy to get lost. It's a lot clearer than it was half an hour ago, so you never know. Right, let's crack this one out. Well, let's walk up the hill at least. In some elevation, just reached. It's called Dickie's Path. I ain't dicking around with that though. Going straight to the top. Pretty amazing, stunning view. So if I don't see anything, I'll take this into consideration, and actually you should be able to see the other side, but I doubt I'll get to see that. So I'll plod on. Until then, I'll be bringing in the sun god and chanting for the clouds to disperse. Last resort, innit? There it is, in the mist, bang on target. I made it, 519 metres, you beauty. Clearly no visibility, other than about 50 feet. Dunkery Beacon, Slam Dunkery. 1705 feet, presented by the AA. Lovely. There are all the viewpoints you can get, and there they are, using your imagination. Fantastic. Discovery Index. It's pretty easy to find, as it does lie across a lot of main footpaths over Exmoor. So yeah, it's pretty good. Access is permissible, free access land as you like, and like I say, public footpaths. So that's all good. Difficulty though, it's been a real tough one today. Well, it's probably tough any day. In other words, it's a significant walk. Presume that's a trig point, and this is just a beacon, I suppose. So from a picnicability point of view, have a wonderful picnic with a wonderful view. It's all flat grass, park up anywhere, just watch the sheep dip. But yeah, happy. So picnicability today is last night's barbecue sausages on a bap. Well, I am in the camper van. I haven't really accounted for this. Look at that. Who doesn't love a sausage in the morning? The sun's coming out. If I sit here long enough, it will come out. The sun god chant coming up here made it happen. Well, would you believe it? Would you believe it? After about 10-15 minutes of having picnic ability, the whole place has just opened up. I wouldn't say the sun's out, but I would say you've got the viewpoint. Almost. And it's pretty spectacular. You can see right the way down the Bristol Channel, over across to Wales, and then you've got Porlock over there. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, very pleased. Beauty of this is, well, actually I was just trying to find stuff about Dunkery Beacon, Trig Point. Can't seem to find anything, so might have to do some research afterwards. Like I say, I don't research these, so yeah, I don't know too much about it. I'm not a trig bagger, I'm a free man. Oh, Jesus. Going over that way. A few more people now turning up. So my plan now is to walk this loop, which is down here and then over that hill there, and I think on the other side of that hill is where the campsite is. Absolutely stunning walk. Yeah, really pleased with today's walk. Everything's gone to plan, apart from I couldn't find anything about the Trig Point when I was up there, so I had no historical reference. It's annoyed me a little bit, but the mere fact that I've been to the highest Trig Point in Somerset, which surely makes up for that anyway. But for now, I'll check back in with my stats on my walk when I get back to the campsite. The top of this final climb of the day is Dunkery Beacon. Dunkery Trig Point. Just there. Epic. Fantastic walk. I've got about 200 yards to go before I drop down into the campsite. I must have done some climbing today. I'll have a look in a minute, see what the stats on ascent is. Back to the campsite. Mrs Waywell reading a book there. Base Camp HQ. It was 7.47 miles and the time I did it in 4 hours 24 minutes. It seems a bit ridiculous. I'll have to double check that. But I ascended 2,346 feet. That's a mountain. So there was a hell of a lot of ascent in that walk. But nonetheless, that's Dunkery Trig Point done. There's only one thing to do now, apart from have a shower, is rehydrate. And hopefully Mrs Waywell, oh yep, she's already started. We should be providing some well-earned refreshments for the trig bagger of the day. You all right then, Chuck?
Yeah, how'd you get on?
Not bad, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of hills in that, but it was well worth it. The only problem I couldn't find is any information on the Dunkery Trig Point.
Oh, I found something out.
Did you?
It's not even a trig point.
What?
Did you joke back?
Oh, for